After spending months in the horrible conditions in jail, after a miraculous rescue by a kind soul, Balan headed to Baroda to his cousin Achu's house to begin the recovery of his health. Achu was Kochi Amma's son. Yes, the Amma who cared for Balan after his mother's death at a young age. In the house, Achu had an accomplished cook, Narayan, who ensured that Balan had an excellent daily diet of fresh fruit, vegetables, yogurt, along with tasty Kerala dishes that Balan enjoyed. He affectionately called the cook Baroda Narayan. Something else in Achu's house would shape Balan's future: an old typewriter. It was during this time that Balan took out Achu's typewriter and began what would become a career in journalism for some years. Always intent on expressing the views of those who suffer, he chose an apt pseudonym, Mochi, or street shoe cobbler. He began to write articles. Even though this was his first attempt at journalism, the articles were a hit. They were published and even paid for. Achu would cash the checks for Balan at the bank. Balan stayed under the radar to avoid another arrest. His journalistic triumphs would soon grow. In 1945, he was hired by the National Herald in New Delhi. Once again, using the newspaper as a medium, he would fearlessly fight for various causes, never shying away from controversy. He wrote a series of popular articles titled The View from the Footpath by Mr. Tramp. The book Journey of the Master has in print one of these articles, a must-read. Such powerful, poignant writing, Balan's genuine compassion for the poor and oppressed pours out through his pen. But there was something else that had to be taken care of. Not one to leave a task incomplete, Balan decided to return to Lucknow University. He worked hard and as a result soon graduated, an MA Literature with honors. Socially, Menon remained very active. It was not easy for a Madrasi boy from far-off Cochin to enter the Society of the Educated in Delhi. But that didn't stop him. He wanted to enter that society so he could grow in his career. He knew that he would get what he wanted. He always did. He always seemed to have this sense of supreme confidence about him. He dressed meticulously. Cotton Indian clothes now gave way to British suits. His hair was oiled and combed, perfectly in place. He turned out to be a great conversationalist who could speak intelligently on any topic. His jovial manner, his boisterous laugh, a roaring voice, all made him popular. Soon he was welcomed at the local clubs. Journalism was only one side of Menon's life. There was the other side of him that was taking shape steadily, the spiritual side. In prison, he had a lot of time to reflect on the sufferings of man. Watching frequent death around him, and even his own near brush with death, gave him a clear sense of the impermanency of life. He deeply questioned the meaning of life. And as fate would have it, Achu's house played a role again. The house had a big stack of magazines. Some of these focused on the lives of saints in the Himalayas. Balan did not have much regard for these saints until he read an article on Swami Shivananda, which described him as a dynamic and intelligent Swami who cared for the upliftment of his country. Now that resonated with Menon. This was his first, although brief, encounter with his soon-to-be guru. These articles brought back old memories of his forgotten childhood. The puja room, the rituals, the ongoing game with Lord Shiva at night, even the vague memories of lying down on the laps of saints when he was a little boy, saints like Chattambi Swamigal. All these memories seemed to give Balan a sense of peace within, compared to his activities in the outside world. He began to wonder about the idea of a divine inner self that was hidden, obscured by worldly desires.